as we are currently joining the drivers for a great night of racing after yesterday with the Busch Series, also at Homestead.
Hey Grant, if you hop in the lobby, just send me a few invites. I didn't get any.
Yeah, I'm hitting it now.
Alright. I'm looking
As
forward for a
drivers are
very
starting
great race
qualifying, we will jump in with them in just a minute.
So Grant, how do you feel like this race is gonna go tonight? You got 4 amazing drivers running for a title tonight, and I can't wait to see what kind of racing we'll have tonight, because last night was amazing racing.
It definitely was a show on its own. Definitely, I know a lot of these Cup drivers are really hard pushers, a lot like the Busch can be. So definitely interesting to see what they're going to be able to do tonight. Steve, I see you're here in the booth with us, man. What do you think's happening tonight? Yeah, for sure. As our championship 4 drivers today are Jardy in the 39, Charlie Irwin, or Dash, as most of the drivers know him here in the league. We have Ethan,
which is
who is Cheesehead, and Secure the Perks is your 4th driver.
I'm really curious to see. Look at the fastest lap here. Like we seen last night, all 4 championship drivers were near each other for the most of the race, and I'm wondering if we're gonna have that same kind of racing here tonight. As you can see, Jardy here looking to get some draft. We got a fastest lap as possible. He gets pushed up by the 37.
Our other championship contenders Secure the Perks in the 19, right behind the number 1 Keith. Gives him a little shove into turn 3. Goes down low, trying to make a pass on him.
Watch here as we're driving on board with Dash for Cash. Let's see what he can do here to get his fastest lap. As you can see, he's riding behind the 1 who's just got into wall. He's going to lose a little bit of time as he tries to make a pass now. As you can see, this 19 to Secure the Perks is running the inside line, but it looks like Dash is running a little bit different as he gets a push from his teammate here in the 20, maybe to help him out with some extra speed.
On that 20 in the pits.
He's probably putting in an adjustment to try to get a quick lap.
I don't hear his motor running, so I think he may have blown a motor.
Okay, well, he may have blown a motor, yep. Well, Grant, by the looks of qualifying, who do you think's got a quick short run car at the moment?
Honestly, the cars I'm looking at, it's going to be the top 4 right there. When it comes to the short run, everyone else is kind of spread out, backed off. But then again, this is just qualifying. Some people probably not giving it their all right now.
For me, it looks like the Toyotas are going to be really quick here as Dash for Cash gets loose off the turn 2. But you see all of the 4 Toyotas here, or not all 4 of the Toyotas, but you got 3 Toyotas here as Secure the Perks in the 19, and then you got Dash for Cash in 18. Secure the Perks got really loose there.
as we have Matt join us in the booth. Matt, welcome, buddy.
Qualifying's over. Let's see who's got fastest lap.
Matt, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got yours.
Hey, welcome up to the booth, man. A little late to the party, but still, just got done qualifying.
Hey, it's like they say, better late than never.
Exactly, man.
True.
We're looking forward to have you up here tonight.
I know I went back and watched the replay of our race last night. You guys sounded like you were having a lot of fun, so figured I'll come hang out with you guys this time.
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to have you here, and it's awesome to have all of our guides up here tonight for this amazing cup race that is about to happen. You got 4 drivers running their hearts out for a championship tonight, and you got a lot of laps to race, but we'll just have to wait and see who's more talented to win this race.
As we have Secure the Perks on the pole.
Wow.
Alvinsville second, Dash for Cash third.
So it looks
Kitty Airs in fourth.
Looks to me like the Toyotas are really, really quick tonight. Just like as they were last night.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Let's see, so Secure, Dash.
That's for Dash for Cash
Jardy,
Racing, right?
And Cheese.
If I'm correct.
Does Dash own the Cup team, Jade?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Yes,
there
I
you
believe
go.
all the Toyotas are Dash's cars.
Alright, I will back out of this lobby for I don't join the race.
Yep. Jade, could we go ahead and get a couple more invites, please?
We can do that.
Well, Matt, we know that you've been around for a little while, as well as Steve and Jade. I guess we'll start with Matt here. Who do you think is going to be the favorite going into this event?
I mean, honestly, for me, I immediately go back and I look at the race last year, and that was a battle between Jardy and Keith for it, and with but at the same time, I would never think to count out the defending series champ, and that would be Dash. So I think it's going to be a good battle, but I think at the end of the day, Jardy's going to come out on top.
Okay. Jade, obviously, you know, you've been in the sport racing with all these guys this year. Who do you see as, you know, going as for the championship, and who may be that surprise race winner?
If we're going dark horse, I'm gonna say Ethan Berkloff, aka the 9 Cheesehead. He's definitely somebody that you kind of don't count out to the end. Honestly, I have to say, I think we're gonna have a back-to-back champion again.
Okay. So he's going with Dash.
I ain't counting out Jarrett Reese though.
See, I feel just the opposite way. I feel like Jarrett's gonna win, but I can't count Charlie out.
Well, honestly, I think that the Toyotas are really, really quick here for Dash for Cash Racing. You know, Dash for Cash being the defending champion, hoping to get back-to-back champions just as Casey did last night. I honestly think that Secure the Perks looked very, very solid in qualifying and looked very consistent with his line running, but so did Dash for Cash. I'm gonna have to say Dash for Cash might win the championship due to what he had to go under that pressure last year, but I am not counting out Secure the Perks.
Okay.
So basically, everybody's saying that
Dash.
Cheese is flying under the radar.
Well, yeah, so far it seems that Steve, what you got saying here? What's your opinion on it?
I have to go with my boy Jardy. I have to.
Like, you guys can join.
Oh,
10-4.
Jardy for the win.
Okay. Go out, either win the race and get the championship, or just be the highest finishing.
It's the thing, it's the same mindset I had last night. I'm really only racing 3 other guys.
134 laps here tonight.
I mean, like, yes, there's, 10 or 11 guys in this race, but I'm really only thinking about them other 3 that are fighting for a championship with.
For sure. Because as you seen last night, all 4 of those contenders.
I mean, yes, I
We're
still
always
think
there.
I believe just like last night, it's going to take winning the race to win the title.
Yeah, definitely a lot of strong competitors tonight. I know Keith is definitely looking at trying to get the win tonight, have a strong finish to the season.
Well, if we remember right, last season Keith was a corner away from winning this race until Jardy, I think, had a stuck throttle going into turn 3 on the last lap. Kind of moved him out of the way.
Yeah.
As we get onto the field here, we see Alvinsville leading the race, followed by Secure the Purse and the 19 on the outside of his teammate Desper Cash in the 18. Top 3 Toyotas, followed by Cheesehead in the 9 and 4th. Long way to go here. Jade, how many laps did y'all get on fuel? Oh, it's Alvinsville into the wall on the backstretch.
He's going to fall all the way back as Secure the Perks takes the lead now.
Yep, falls behind the 12 here.
Let's ride on board with Dash for Cash here as he looks to make a pass on Secure the Perks if he can catch them. But no, Chase Cheesehead going down low.
Dash for Cash here.
Let's see if the high line's faster.
That's the thing I saw with Cheesehead there. He kind of entered high and he exited low. He ran down the banking to get that momentum coming off the corner to try and make that pass. And he gets loose off turn 2.
Ooh,
we saw that
12 shoots down the track as well, getting loose off the corner. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Matt.
Yeah, we saw that a lot last night. These cars,
Matt,
if you come off the corner just wrong, it's going to instantly shoot you loose. So you got to be very mindful about how you exit these corners because that car can step out on you.
And Matt, my question is, do you think these guys are going to be using going down the hill as a momentum for a strategy tonight, or do you think it's going to be completely different?
It's tough to say because, the Cup cars and Xfinity cars drive a lot different. Because, I've had a lot of experience running Cup cars here, and so running the Xfinity cars and how they ran last night kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
How they run this track compared to the Cup cars. But so I honestly think, if I remember this race right from last year, I believe the bottom line's going to prevail. The bottom line's going to be the way to go, especially as the run wears on, the tires wear out. I believe the shorter distance around is going to be the way to go. Just like we're seeing with Dash right now.
Yeah, he's looking a lot quicker as he's making a move on his teammate.
Ooh, Perks a little loose up there on the high side.
New leader. Entering turn 3.
Let's bring in the third competitor for the championship, Cheesehead and Keith, as they're side by side right behind them.
Don't look now, but Keith's starting to close in on these top 3. You talk about a guy who could play spoiler. Like I said, he was a corner away from winning this race last year, so he could very easily play spoiler and end up winning this race tonight.
Whoa, the 20 goes all the way down. Great save as he gets loose exiting turn 2. Dasher Cash still running that bottom line, and looks like he's starting to pull away now in his teammate in the 19. But Draft will make him catch up during the straightaways.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is these Cup cars, having these bigger rear spoilers, they're going to punch a bigger hole in the air. So I believe the draft's going to play a bigger role in this race than it did last night. And we saw last night, I know from experience from last night that draft was important last night. So I think it's going to be twice as important tonight.
Ooh,
yeah, sure. It's definitely good to get that experience, from one series to another up here in the booth with us today. Definitely was a blast watching y'all yesterday, so
So far, these guys aren't disappointing either. I've seen a lot of
Oh,
side-by-side
yeah.
racing early on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed right now this quiet isn't as aggressive as what it was yesterday with the Xfinity cars, but still, they're pushing hard right now, trying to get everything that they can.
Well, they're probably not as aggressive because they're smarter than we are. There's a reason they're cup drivers and we're not. We like to go for broke a lot, and that's why we.
Do you think
sometimes
they're
don't
also
make it.
trying to get the everything out of their cars just to see what they might need if they do have to do adjustments?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I usually use the first run of the race for, is to just kind of feel things out. I like to
Yeah.
really push hard that first run to know what I need to make in terms of adjustments. You know,
Exactly.
should we need one of those push hard runs at the end of a race?
For
And
sure,
one
and I
guy-
would just love to get a quick shout out here to Goose and Casey, two of our championship contenders yesterday, joining us on the stream. Welcome, guys. Goose says Jarrett to win, Irwin runner up, and Keith is the dark horse.
Oh, well, look at Dash getting really loose off of turn 2. That's one thing that I've already seen a lot tonight is people getting loose at a turn 2, and it seemed like that was the case last night as well. It's just going to see who can handle these cars better on the exit. Maybe adjustments might be
That's the thing,
needed to be able to drive them.
I know firsthand from, I did run a couple hot seat races in Cup this season, and I did run, the full Xfinity season. The one thing I do know for a fact is these Cup cars run a lot looser than the Xfinity cars do. So, I believe we saw a lot of loose race cars last night. I believe we're going to see it twice as bad tonight, because these cars are an absolute handful once we get some laps on the tires.
You see Secure the Perks takes the lead from that mistake that Dash for Cash ended up making after getting loose.
Jade, can we get a lap count, please? Okay, radio must be broken. Let's see if we can jump in on our other radio and see what we can get going here.
If you guys were talking to me, I didn't hear you.
Oh, we're just looking for a lap count quick.
24 to go. Coming 2-3. 5 laps
24
left
to
in the
go.
tank.
Okay.
Oh, Dash for Cash hard in the wall. Will he save it? He does.
He does save it, but he lost a lot of momentum there.
Yeah, a lot of ground here as he's
Might get
fighting.
better in the
back,
Oh, Samster hard in the wall as well. Big gun, brake front end damage for the 37 here. Hey, Grant.
Yeah.
Goose said to Casey, we need to talk. It's looking serious in the comments section too tonight.
Why so serious, boys? We're here to have fun and watch a good race.
But they need to talk things out. Well, Cheesehead, man,
I think he's just back here lurking. He's trying to take care
Yeah.
of his stuff.
I didn't think he'd
Yeah,
be
I saw
up
him
there,
making
honestly.
a little bit of a move to try to maybe take the lead, but he decided to back off on it.
He's honestly looking real solid. You haven't seen him being over aggressive. You haven't seen him doing any mistakes.
The one guy I'm really curious about, a lot of us penciled him in as the favorite for tonight, but I'm looking at Jarrett Reese. He's sitting back there in sixth place. He's not showing much at all. I think he might be just kind of laying back in the weeds, not wanting to show his hand yet.
Honestly, I guess we won't know until the third stage. You don't know if there's an issue with the car, if he needs adjustments, or if he's just sandbagging, and waiting to show what he's got.
That's the thing. It's like, because just like we saw last night. Stages don't mean anything here in terms
Absolutely
of
not.
in terms of these final
The only
four.
thing you got to win is that race. Looks like Chase is closing the gap here on Secure the Perks. but they're also running two different lines. You can see that Chase is not going right against the wall after exiting a corner. He's kind of staying down low.
Oh, wait. Jardy and Annette are in pits.
Okay, switching it up. Oh, here comes the 9 of Chase head, and here comes Secure the Perks as Mr. NASCAR stays out.
As we see a lot of the backfield here coming in.
53 of Jade is also pitting here. A lot of the field coming in.
Yeah, all
Jardy's
it takes is
exiting.
going to be that one driver to come down and try to get a jump on everybody. That's just going to drag everyone else down with them.
Yep, you see how Jardy's exiting right now.
He's going to hand the lead over to Keith, who is pitting this time. Do you think for Keith staying out that one extra lap, do you think that's going to hurt him any?
I mean, it depends. I personally don't think so, but it might have at the same time. And here we have the race for the lead. We'll Secure the Perks, be able to hold them off.
Perks with a huge gap coming off the pit road there.
Yeah, Perk's got a big lead now.
Solid lead on Dash or Cash. I'm guessing Dash didn't fix any of the damage that he does have in his car. And you also got Cheesehead behind the leader, Secure the Perks.
I just see Keith coming out. He'll merge in 5th place here.
You see the Chevy breaking up the Toyota pack right now.
Yes, sir.
But I'll tell you what, that extra lap that Jardy had on them new tires, that brought him up to the picture here.
That's right. He's sitting there lurking right around drafting distance of Keith. So I think if he can get just a little bit closer, he might have something to say to these boys.
Dash up into the wall, shoots down on the exited corner. He saves it, pulls it right back up to the wall, entering on 3.
I'll be right back. I'm heading to the washroom as you're going to be watching our leader Secure the Perks.
Everyone's kind of settled down here. So, Steve, through that first set of pit stops, man, did you have anyone that you were keeping an eye on of, you know, who made up the ground and who's maybe going to risk it later on in the race?
I think Keith. Mr. NASCAR.
Yeah, definitely staying out that extra lap, possibly, you know, a little bit extra fuel in the tank for the back end of the run. As we see the leaders coming up on Seamster here on down the back stretch.
I gotta say, Secure is really starting to check out.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, Secure's definitely got a strong car tonight. But then again, you know, could these other competitors just kind of be laying off, you know, letting the race play out for now? Because again, you don't have to worry about stages. It's just the final result that you need to worry about it for these Championship 4.
Like I said, I think, do not count Secure the Perks out. I think that he's got a strong chance at winning the championship. But yeah, like you said, Grant, it's still early on. So maybe some of these drivers, he pushes Samster up a bit. But yeah, honestly, I think that some of them are still trying to push their cars to see what they need and what they can do. But at the same time, I feel like they're also holding back. You know, they're not driving to their maximum limits. And
that's the thing is,
they're probably just staying calm.
I don't think we're really going to see anybody getting super aggressive until that final stage.
Little battle here between D4C teammates between the 18 and the 20. Dash currently holding the spot now as Alvin's going to come back and try to make a pass down low, maybe.
They're riding on board with the 20 right now. Looks
Honestly,
like they made contact with it.
I just don't think Dash has a car under him that he really wants right now.
No, but there's
I know
still a
he's-
lot of racing left, Matt. Anything could happen, man.
I think he's going to need to take a pretty decent swing at it under
Oh, yeah.
this next round of pit stops.
At least he's not all the way back there. He's still got a decent car. Just needs a little bit more speed. And Secure the Perks has checked out. Gone.
Honestly, you know, we talk about, you know, needing adjustments. The one guy I'm a little bit worried about right now is Jordy, because he's not showing much at all through the first part of this race so far.
No. And it looks to me like Dash switched up his line a bit. He used to run a little bit lower on the starting of this race.
And as
But
soon
now
as you
he's-
say that, he goes right back down to the bottom.
Of course. But he used to exit low like what Alvinsville is doing. This has been a pretty
Alvinsville
calm
up into
race.
the wall a little bit there.
It's been a pretty calm race, but an amazing one to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how this is going to play out more towards the end of the race.
For sure.
Like I said, a lot of these drivers, Sam's back into the wall off of turn 2.
No, he's definitely not having a good race so far. Already being a lap down after a hard wreck.
Still side by side with Cheesehead and Samster here. And Dash for Cash makes contact.
Oh, and Samster's
Samster
wrecked.
back around.
I think he just doesn't have the car that he wants. Still green, as you can see from the caution lights. We are still green, guys.
And now we got a three-way battle for second.
Oh, I'm sure Secure the Perks is loving this. He's battling behind him as he keeps driving away if he's even looking in
I'm
his
not
mirror.
even sure he can see this battle, honest. Oh, there goes
Dash for
Dash.
Cash. Saves it, but I don't like you said a while ago, Matt. I don't think he's got the car that he wants at the moment.
I agree. I think he's pushing it harder than he wants to, and it's causing issues, especially coming off the corner. Because I've seen a few times already this race he's gotten really bad loose off the corner, especially off of 2.
And that does seem to be the more problematic spot for a lot of the drivers was exit of 2. You don't see that as much coming out of 4, but it still can happen.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing. Like even I noticed that last night. I had a lot more issues for whatever reason coming off turn 2. It seemed like a lot more of a handful than off of 4. Why, I don't know, but
Alvinsville and Cheese still trying to put a little battle here.
It's funny. What I think is it's awesome that Alvinsville is not even a contender, and yet he's still driving his heart out right now.
oh yeah, I mean,
for sure.
It's like I told Keith this morning, because Keith and I would talk this morning, and he's like, I'm not racing for a championship. I'm like, well, still, good luck anyways. I mean, a win's still a win. So, I mean, these guys are not gonna lay down just because it's a championship race for some
Dash
other
for
guys.
Cash, hold on here. Yes, Dash for Cash is looking to make a pass on Mr. NASCAR, get back into this top 5. Oh, wait a minute. He's already in the top 5.
Yep, Dash is holding on to 5th right now. He's trying to get back to 4th.
And will he make it?
Oh, he's gonna make it.
Oh, yeah.
City. Oh, he's not gonna slide.
Oh, Mr. NASCAR retaliating here on the outside.
Side by side.
Berkey also trying to make a move on Jardy as well for 7th. Or 6th, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching that battle back and forth. They've been at it for a solid 5 laps. As you can see it in the back. Wow, well, Dash managed to pass him. Hey, Jade, can we get a lap count here?
White.
White, okay.
10-4.
Coming to checkered.
As it definitely looks like Secure the Perks.
Secure the Perks absolutely dominating this first stage.
Watch him as he comes out of turn 4.
There's going to be a battle for
Perks.
8th, just so you know.
There's a battle for
Stage 1
second
winner.
too. Here comes Elvin.
And it's going to be Cheesehead.
Cheesehead, and Dash manages to get past by Mr. NASCAR.
For 4th.
And
wow.
Jardy
Jardy
also passes Berkey.
Gosh, there was good battles all over the racetrack, just not for the lead. We gotta work on that stage too, boys.
10-4 will do.
I mean, I like battles, but it's more fun when it's for the lead.
So, Jade, so while we got you with our in-race reporter here, bud, we definitely saw a lot of good battling going on, but you had fallen back there for a bit. What was going on with the car?
We totally missed a gear off the start. Didn't want to go into 3rd, and lost all the momentum, and I was kind of just trying to hold on in the stage here. So that's about it. We're struggling to find speed, struggling to find grip. Just took a big swing at the car.
So how's the track feel?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, how the track's feeling, because it looks like it's fairly loose.
She's slick. Definitely slick.
No rubber left from the race yesterday.
What?
I said there's no rubber left on the track from yesterday's race.
It's all gone.
So can we get a fill count and stage count?
37 to go. And we're at 20, coming down to 19 laps of fuel.
Okay, so we'll be good on one stop then.
So again, which one of these drivers is going to be the first one to pit to try to get that jump on the rest?
I think Jardy again.
We saw Jardy do it in the first stage, really gain the ground, but then he fell off again because he just didn't have the car or the tires to keep it up there.
Honestly, I think Jardy is going to do it again. I think he'll be the first one on, since he's been that driver running for the championship, and he's been in 4th in the championship standings all night. I think he's always going to try something different.
Here comes Cheesehead.
He's bringing that 20
On the
Valentino right along
inside.
with him, but the 20 falls back.
Well, here's the thing. I think that a lot of these championship drivers may have a short run car, but Secure the Perks has a really strong long run car, as we've seen in stage 1.
Well, really, I would say Secure. He's got a really decent medium to long run car. It's not, that it takes 30 laps to kick in. It'll kick in about 15, 20 laps to the run, and then he's just gone after that.
Whoa! Alvin
down
makes
low at turn
contact.
3.
Jade makes the 3 right with Berkey. Berkey's up in the wall. All the way back here.
First getting to run on the high side. He'll clear for first. Dash falls back in line. Here comes Jardy. Battle for 3rd.
Boy, I tell you what, that first stage ended. These guys got a feel for their cars, and it's race time now.
Oh yeah, adjustments have been made. We've seen a couple of new drivers up in the mix here as we have Jardy and Jade up
for
in
the
5th
first
and
time
7th.
this race. All 4 championship drivers are running side by side by side.
Yep, championship 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4. They're showing why there's a championship 4.
I think with 34 to go. Still a lot of racing left. Oh, Johnny hard in the wall.
Oh, shit.
Jay takes out the one.
And a net.
Oh, the one saved it. Impressive
Jay,
save.
Hard into the wall back there.
Jared, don't even worry about it. Heat of the moment stuff. Ooh, Samster.
And Nat gets us going again.
Hey, Jade, it is 33 to go, right?
I would say just let him race right now. We'll get a lap
Okay.
count later.
Ooh, Dashley gonna make a move on his teammate. Cheesehead looking to give him a little push here. And will Dash be able to do it?
Nope, Secure's gonna stay there on his quarter panel, get the run off.
Yep, and he's also got a strong push from the 9 at Cheesehead.
Yeah, D4C definitely showing that there's no
the
team
run.
loyalty right here at the beginning of this race.
I think Dash might be able to do it here up in this corner if he's got a strong corner.
I don't know, with that 9 still right there behind Perks, giving him that push. It's going to be hard for Dash to make the pass.
Ooh, but Cheese switches lanes. It looks
I
like
think
he's
he finally got a little bit loose there off
back.
the 4, like we've been seeing off the 2 for a lot of drivers.
And it looks like
As he does
Cheese
go low
is
here.
also switching lanes. Yeah, they're making contact all over. Matt, what you
He's
thinking right
trying
now?
to find that lane to get through.
How you feeling right now, Matt?
What I say, like I said, oh, here we
Rewind!
go.
Oh,
There's the battle we've been wanting. She said blocks the crossover.
Like I
Perks
say, this
clear
is
on the
what
high
Secure
side.
needs. This is what Secure needs. Side by side behind him.
Will the 20 help the 18? Big push up in turn 3, I believe. I was unsure. Will that be
Back to the
enough?
field, battle between
Whoa!
Jardy and Keith as
Dash saves it.
Like I say, there's one guy who's slowly creeping into the picture.
Jade.
Jade's sitting back there in 5th, just kind of biding his time.
Like you said last stage, after stage 1, he needed some work done in his car. He had a hard time figuring out, saying that the track is very slick, but I think he's figuring some things out. Here he is running in P5. You got that front pack and that middle pack right now. And that back pack, sorry. You know, obviously there's 2 different groups and they're each faster. Or the front one's faster by a lot. Ooh, 3 wide again. Oh.
A little bit of contact, everyone saves it though.
Yeah, you see Dash lost a lot of momentum there, and he's going to lose 3rd to Alvin.
Those Toyotas are quick, but
Alvin up in the wall.
that Chevy is also stopping a lot of stuff. You see Jardy's running in that backpack again. I'm sure he's having a little bit of a hard time.
Ooh. Jade, is he going to make it 3 wide here?
He
He
is.
does.
Jade
He
for
gets
3rd
the best
place.
He's up to
Dash.
3rd. How about that? A little 2-for-1 action right through the middle.
Especially considering he had nothing bad. He had nothing good, but only bad to say.
this was
We're
it,
talking
something.
about him. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stop my sentence and just shh.
Announcer Jinx.
Sorry, Jade.
It's all good. This car is not on rails.
What's the lap count?
25.
25.
Got 8 in the tank.
8 in the tank. Okay, so pit stop's approaching here.
I would say about 6 to 7.
And do you guys think that
if you're
Jardy's gonna
I
pit
would
old?
definitely come in 6. If you're Keith, he could probably stay out a little bit longer, but I don't know how much longer.
I think Matt just lost power or something. Matt, you still here? I think we lost Matt, guys.
No, I still got him.
You still got him?
Yeah, I still got him.
Okay, well, I lost connection to him.
Yeah, that second pack is definitely catching the leaders here as they're battling. Jade falling back a little bit, Keith catching. That's definitely going to help pull that back group
Yep.
up some more with the draft.
You could also see a lab cars approaching here as Samster is still fighting to not get
That's
sent
actually a
another
Nat.
lap. Or a Nat, sorry.
Yep, Samster's trying to stay with this second pack. I mean,
Yeah, with that car as damaged as it is, he's holding pretty good there, right there
Yeah.
on the tail end.
It is really hard to
As we
drive
see Jardy
damaged
making a
cars.
move underneath Keith.
Dash up against that wall again as he
Down
passes
on the apron, side by
the 9.
side still. Keith will clear.
here we go. What's going to happen when they get to ANAT?
I think Dash is using his draft. Whoa!
Oh, there he goes again.
Ooh,
I
Dash
think
telling
Perks
you.
kind of cut off his
there.
nose. The 9 of
say that-
Cheesehead passes him now.
That change in airflow right there, that definitely caught him off guard when he
They're
slid across
definitely
his
not
nose,
being
took
nice
that
to each
air
other.
away.
I'm sure Dash is not happy with this driver at the moment.
That's the thing is you got to remember these guys are teammates and
Yep. They're killing themselves out there tonight. They
Little
don't matter.
something
That,
on there.
when you're
They're
racing
playing-
like a race like this, the only person you gotta care about is yourself. You gotta be selfish in these kind of races. Wow.
Side by side, back in the field with the 39 and the 12.
And you know what's amazing? This race has stayed caution free, unlike last night.
Oh yeah, at this point we definitely already had 2 cautions in the bag.
Yeah.
hey, after that first stage we figured it out though. We didn't have any cautions second or third
Nope.
stage. So.
You still had some.
Yes.
Did that mess
Jade's
you up?
kind of falling in the clutches of Jardy and Keith here.
53 this time.
As we hear Jade pitting, Nat
Jade's
is pitting.
ANAT's pitting.
Everyone else stayed out here.
Fatal Boy's got a plan.
The 18 giving the 9 a push. You see Kyle Busch, Dash. Oh. But Dash is also feeding a lot off the draft. Do you think that's saving fuel, Matt? From last night, did that end up saving you any fuel? As you see, the 9 and 18
Cheese
are
and
bidding.
Dash. Yep.
Me? Save fuel? What's that?
Pedal to the metal.
Everyone else stays out.
But do you
No,
feel like
it's as
the
hard
draft did save fuel last night?
I don't know. I was racing so hard I didn't even bother to look. I mean, we were racing extremely hard. Everybody was extremely aggressive. And
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really had a chance to save fuel. And if they did, I don't think it was going to do them any good. Here come the leaders. Ooh, Alvin
else falling
almost
down.
missed the road.
Yeah, that was very close for the number 20.
Cheese is going to beat Dash out of the pits.
Cheesehead. Let's see who's faster.
Definitely got to take the access road here, coming off of pit road. As we see Nat and Jade coming up back out of 2 here.
I'm also getting news from one of the drivers of last night saying, you know, draft did save a bit of fuel, but it mostly saved tires.
Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed. Because when I was sitting back there riding about 5th or 6th place, and I'm just kind of sitting there cruising, I noticed that did help save my tires for the long run a good bit.
Matt, here we go. Do you think
Leaders are
Secure the
coming out of
Perks is going to be able to pull it off?
I believe he is, but
Here come the leaders. Will he gain enough
Oh, I
speed
don't
before
know.
it's too
gonna
lay?
Be close. Cheese is going to have a huge run.
Oh, Bergie
Cheese
plays
is gonna
cuts
be
the
on
grass.
him. Cheese is going to be on him, but Perks is going to hold him off.
Secure the Perks again with another amazing pit stop that gains him a lot of time. As you see, these Dasher cash falls all the way back, probably loses a few seconds of time.
Yeah, that's the one surprising thing is I know Cheese and Dash came in the pits right together, and so for Cheese to have this big of a gap on him coming out of the pits, that surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of a slower pit stop here for the 18 of Dash.
Enough, Cheese.
As we hear a little frustration over the radio.
I don't get why there's frustration. He's running second.
What's the lap count? Sorry, I'm losing track often.
15.
15 laps to go here.
So yeah, these drivers can definitely make it to the end of the stage now.
Yep.
D for C car is going to try and hook up and draft back up and get it back up there to Cheese.
Yeah, if you're those two, definitely the only hope you have right now to get back up there and fight for this lead.
Yeah.
Secure the purse is just driving away from Cheesehead here.
I think after those pit stops, I think those fresh tires is gaining him a lot of ground. So maybe he does have a fast short run car and a long run car, but maybe a bit faster if, you know, there's less draft happening.
That's the thing, is I think now that he's got a little bit of a gap between him and second place, and there is no draft to help keep them close, I honestly think that 19 is going to start scooting away just like he did in stage 1.
Oh, 3 wide here in the back of the field. Sam, Stuart, Nat, and Keith. As they get it sorted out.
At
Here we
least,
go. You're riding on board with Alvin here as he's looking to make a pass on his team owner, Dash for Cash.
I'm a little bit surprised. The Fatal cars here are struggling a little bit more than I expected them to tonight. We've not heard much from them most of this race.
Does it surprise you though that Dash for Cash is up there?
Team owner Jade, you know, a little bit of a battle there, but you know, he's falling back here in the clutches of the back of the field here. Still going to have to make some major swings to that car at the end of the stage.
Ooh, Dash gets a little bit loose off of turn 2. Hey, Grant and Matt, my question to you is, do you think, I mean, does it surprise you that Dash for Cash is up here leading the race? That's what they did last night.
Honestly, it does. Because, I mean, I expected Dash to do well, but I did not expect this kind of speed this early out of Secure. I mean, he has proven he's got a dominant car. And,
Looks
you
like
know,
that whole team's quick.
with the Toyotas having 3 of the top 4 spots, that shows that D for C came ready to play tonight.
Yeah, Alvin hard into the wall. He's having troubles in turn 4. That will let Dash for Cash get a bit of a gap on him. Do you think Dash for Cash has draft on the 9? Or do you think he's a little bit too far back?
I think he's still a little bit too far back, but he does appear to be at least maintaining, if not closing in, just a little bit on Cheese.
I think he's right on that edge.
Bergie's around.
Hard hitting the wall. Never mind, his car looks fine.
Again, and we do have a comment from Goose saying leading the race is where you want, is not where you want to be. He's speaking from experience, talking about last night again, battling for the championship in the Busch Series.
Let's see the line that Secure the Perks is running here as we have 9 laps left to go in this stage. You can see he's entering high, dropping it a little bit under that black stuff that you see on the track, the traction compound, and he crosses it and kind of rides on it as he's exiting. Maybe he's just like that in turn 4. But here we go, let's see him again, once again. All the way up high. As you see in turn 2, he's riding on it, and he exits on it as well, so you can see that's really working out really well for him.
Let's see a battle for second place here.
Yeah, the one thing I've noticed is Dash has been pretty much committed to that white line pretty much all night. It's starting to work on this long run.
I think there's 7 to go. I can't remember.
7.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, Dash washed up a little bit on exit
Oh,
there.
he's in
That's
the
gonna kill his
wall, and
momentum.
he'll get passed by the 20.
Oh, as we see Jade loose on the back for the stretch there. Oh, hard in the wall. Samster misses him. Does Bergie miss
Oh,
him?
the 37 flipping!
Ooh.
And Bergie makes contact with the 51. I think that will bring out the caution.
Does that bring out the caution?
That is a caution.
Yep, caution is out.
Caution is out for the first time tonight. With 6 laps left to go. Will this bring out the green-white checker, or is it the end of stage 2?
It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be probably a 2-lap shootout.
So, now a major question: if your perks for these championship drivers up here in second, third, and fourth,
do you pit?
second and third, do you
pit
stay out
now.
or do you go ahead and pit here?
I think tires are too valuable. I think you got to pit here. If you don't, I believe you're going to get eaten up on this restart, and you're going to end up in the back at the start of stage 3, and that is not what you want.
Absolutely not.
So now my question is, if you're Jardy, okay,
That
never
answer
mind.
is no.
Well,
No. It is too early to be making
Just no.
off-ball strategy
3 laps
calls.
to go.
3 laps to go here.
Well, as we see, Jardy did get a really good pit stop there. Moves up to fourth.
Here we go. Secure is clear to the lead.
Dash falling back. Keith loose back there in the pack. A little bit of contact with Jade in the 12 of Bergie. Cheese looking down low on the leader perks. 3 wide in the back there.
Ooh, I thought maybe the teammates there, the 9 and 39, were going to try and get hooked up and try and pass the 19, but Jardy took it to the outside and got around Cheese. 3 wide behind them.
Whoa,
Jardy
they're
looking to
bumping.
the outside.
Will Secure the Perks be able to hold off Jardy?
Go,
18
Jade, go.
looking to put it
He's
3
got it
wide. He's in the wall.
I
But
know.
saved it.
We got 1 to go.
Back into the
Contact
wall.
with Dash with the
There's
1
90.
to go.
53.
Last lap here. As they enter
Oh,
turn
shit,
1.
sent it.
Oh, Jade. Huge contact with the 9. 4 wide contact again.
Oh,
with
the 1's in the wall.
Sorry, Cheese. I locked it up.
Jade,
That
you
was
need to
all-
apologize to Keith too, because you chain reacted him into the wall.
I'm sorry, boys. It locked up on me.
That's going to do it for stage 2.
And Secure the Perks will win
Perks.
stage 2.
And Jardy
Wow.
coming out of nowhere with that great pit stop.
Yep, with the second
Finishing
place
second.
finish.
Like I say, now that Jardy's got track position, I want to see what he's got. I'm
Again, all
curious if
these
he's made,
drivers are going to pit again here.
I'm
at the end
curious
of
if
the stage.
he's made the right adjustments to see if he can compete with these guys now. Because I would not at all be surprised if he's just been sitting back, laying in the weeds, waiting for this last stage.
Yeah, we kind of saw him do this last night. Definitely, but he picked it up more in stage 2 here with the Cup Series.
Try 60 tape.
I'm sorry, that was Marty. I'm thinking of from last night. But still, those two do have a lot of
I've been
the
running
same driving
65 the
styles.
entire race.
Alright, guys.
Boy,
Oh, I didn't fix my damage.
Oh, no.
uh-oh.
Well,
Oof.
52 good ones, boys. We can find out who's a champion. Go get it.
Last
Go get it.
stage.
Before.
Contact between the 39 and the 19.
Dasher Cash looking high.
3 wide for
He's
second.
lagging. Into the wall. He falls back. As he's lagging a bit in front of Jade.
As we see, Cheese gets second. Alvin fighting for third down below the 39.
Yep, Cheese is clear to second. That draft down the front straightaway is going to not do that 20 any good. Kind of
No,
stuck
it's
there
not.
on the
As we
bottom all
see,
by himself.
39 clear. Battle with the 12 for fourth.
Ooh, they're getting squirrely off it too, the 12. teammates
and
side by
Jardy
side for
battling.
second.
Dash watching way up the track here in front of Jade. Jade's gonna give him a little bump here. Backs off. 3 wide for third. Nope. Cheese slams the door in front of that number 20.
Ooh, a little bit of contact between Jardy and Cheese. Here comes Bergie.
Bergie,
We've not seen much from Bergie all night.
other than him hitting the wall.
Here comes Dash, a little bump to his teammate and gets underneath him.
I love the fact that, you know, we went them first 2 stages and it was certain people running up front all night. Now we get to this final stage when it comes go time and we're starting to see some new players. I mean, we're starting to see Jardy up there. We're seeing Bergie up there.
Ooh, Dash, we're seeing Jade
Dash,
coming
I didn't
back
hit
up
you very
there
hard,
as well.
did I?
3 wide.
But the one thing that still stays the same
Trying to help you get up there, buddy.
is
That's all
that
I'm doing.
19 is strong.
Yup, as he's pulling away.
Again, he's just telling them, hey, y'all go ahead and battle it out. I'll just drive up here and
trophy
win
hunt,
myself
boy.
a championship.
Yep.
All us done playoff drivers do. We're just going for trophy hunting.
Hey, the one thing he's proven is, I mean, 2 weeks ago he was nowhere near close to a position to be in the championship race. And all it takes is that one win. You get that momentum, and he's proven that that win last week was no fluke, and he's backing it up this week.
Hey, what, Dash?
Oh, yeah, for sure. As we saw Jade with a huge run on
Wait,
the
who won last week?
backstretch, gets it up into 5th.
Matt, who won last week?
Secure?
Oh, okay.
Secure absolutely dominated Martinsville.
Well, that's something that the 19 car loves to do.
Ooh,
When he,
3
when
wide
he
going
wins,
into down 3.
we'll just say, Kyle, when the 19 wins, he dominates.
Okay.
Dash
Here
looking back down to
comes
the inside of
Jade.
Bergie. As we also see Keith right there behind Jade, trying to get back up there.
Them fatal cars trying to make some noise. As you heard Jade say a little bit ago, you know, they're out here trophy hunting now.
Yep. It doesn't matter what trophy they get, if it's a championship one or a race one, they're
Well,
hunting for something.
Well,
They don't have
Fatal
a
is
shot
not
at
in the
the,
championship.
Championship, so they're all hunting for a race win.
Although I do believe
Oh,
Fatal
Dash!
did win the Constructor Championship this year, didn't they?
It's all good. It's all
I
good.
believe they did.
Yep, they did.
All good.
As we see Jade fall all the way back to the end of the field here.
Well, that's
I gotta
unfortunate.
say,
Yeah, you just tapped me in the right rear and it just sent the car around.
You
Just
know what
happy
is?
I caught it.
You know what's really surprising me right now? Seeing Jardy running P2.
I told you he might have been just laying back in the weeds the first couple stages, taking care of his
I
stuff.
agree with you now. You know, it's very impressive seeing him running where he is. Whoa,
Keith.
the one.
Keith,
Hold it. Master Cash making a 3 wide to make it
as we
pass.
see also
Jeez,
side by
that's
side
awesome.
back there.
Whoa,
Ooh, contact.
nice! What a save!
That saved it.
Well,
Oh,
wow.
Keith's getting pinballed into the wall.
Impressive save by Dash.
Oh, that had potential to be really bad. He
Oh,
was
yeah, it
about
really
to spin out in
did.
front of the field.
You know, I gotta give it to Dash tonight, man. If it's anybody who's been able, and they're wrecking behind him. The 37. Hard wreck. And it looks like they're
Let's say
still green.
it's been a tough night for Sam. Actually, it's been a tough season for Sam. I mean, he went off and started his own team, and it's just things have not gone his way this season. I think he's just ready for this to be over.
Yeah, I'm just ready to hit that reset button as we almost get 3 wide with Bergie, Cheese, and the 20 as they get loose off of exit back there on 2.
Here comes Keith trying to rebound a little bit.
Yeah, Keith was a little bit luckier. He was able to gather the car back up, keep his foot in it, and still stick right there with the main
A
pack.
lot of them in the
Oh,
wall.
they got the wall.
Jade.
And Dashley gonna make a pass on Jardy for second place.
Cheese holding strong in fourth. Keith and Alvinsville pushing it hard back up to Bergie. Alvinsville looking high on the 12. That's to go through 3 and 4. The 12 is spitting.
Dash for cash, cleared to second place. Pulled a little bit of a slide job on Jardy.
Bergie trying to play some strategy here, get out in front of everybody on the pit cycle.
Well, that's the thing is we know it's going to be a two-stop strategy, so I mean you can run it out, you can run it long and maybe short pit your last pit stop, or you can play it short now and as soon as you're in your window to make it on one stop, you're coming down and get your fresh tires in.
Well, they're about 10
try and
laps
take
into this
advantage
run
of it.
right now. I think there's 42 to go.
So yeah, if there's 42 to go now, then that would put them in their window to make it on
39.
one more stop from here.
Oh, 39, I'm really off.
39, there's 7 in the tank.
Yep.
Yeah, so we are good to go to make it on two stops.
What's what, 19 for full?
22, I believe.
20 to 19.
So I think one pit stop might be off.
If we pit here, we can make it on one stop. Yes.
Yeah. So 2 stops this stage.
That's why I'm not surprised to see a couple people pull off early in pit, try and get them fresh rubber on there and take
Looks like
advantage of it.
Jardy.
Jardy loose off of 2. That'll give the spot to Cheese. Again, your top 4 here are your top 4 in the championship.
And I'm sure these 3 back here are just saying, what do we have to do to catch that 19?
He's been incredibly
Oh
quick
yeah,
all
for
night.
sure.
He's been
making
undefeatable.
a
He's probably
move
got a
on the
3-second
20.
lead. Maybe 2.
Yeah, if I'm those 3 other championship contenders, I'm definitely hoping Keith and Alvinsville can get back up there, get that 5 cars working together, really chase down that 19 again.
I don't know. I just think that now that he's got clean air and nobody's drafting off him, he's going to be really, really tough to catch.
As we're seeing quite a few drivers getting loose off of the exit of 2 now.
There's about 4 to 5 laps in the tank. I think it's 4. Maybe even 3.
Again, what do these championship 4 do to try to get ahead of Perks here?
Maybe pit earlier?
That's the only thing you can do. I think you got to try and pit early and take advantage of that fresh rubber. Because I think if you do what he does, then you're not going to catch him.
I agree. Well said.
I mean, I know from experience, just from this last Busch season, that's how I won all 3 of my races, was based on pit strategy. I do what the other people don't. Either we pit together and I take an alternate tire strategy, or I usually either that or I pit as soon as the fuel window opens and then put the fresh rubber on and let her eat. But I think with as bad as the tire fall off is here and as low grip of a track that this is, I believe it's going to be pretty much 4 tires every time. I don't think 2 tires is going to work here, so I don't expect to see anybody try it.
I agree. Oh, the 19 is petting this time by.
That'll probably drag the other competitors with them. More than
Exactly.
likely, that way he doesn't get that extra
Dash and
advantage on the pit stop.
Here we go, moment of truth.
Here we go. Will he pull a Scott
Here goes the
Dixon?
19.
No,
Here
he's
comes
good.
Dash.
19's in, 18's pitting.
The 39, the 1,
20's pitting.
the 20.
53 is pitting.
Everyone came in except for
The 12.
Bergie there.
Except for Cheese. Cheese
And
stayed out as well.
Cheese.
I believe Cheese is going to be pitting this time. I don't think he can afford to stay out that long, much longer on those old tires.
And here we see the 9 coming in now. Jardy's leaving the stall.
Secure's already long gone.
Hurts, yep.
Secure's out. Dash is out in second.
I think this is gonna hurt Cheese a bit.
Jardy in third. Keith is in.
Matt, can you agree with me that this might hurt Cheese?
I definitely agree that this is going to hurt Cheese. I think that extra lap on those tires is that lost time is really going to screw him up. I think he's probably going to end up back in about 4th, maybe even 5th spot because of this.
Go, go.
Moment of truth. Here we go.
Battling.
And he gets
Here
passed.
comes the leader.
Secure gets him for the lead. Here comes second. Here comes third. Yeah, Cheese is going to be back here in about 5th, maybe. Oh,
Ooh.
boy. That was a pretty abrupt re-entry.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit loose and the car just shot up there. Luckily, he avoided Jardy.
But yeah, we saw prior to those pit stops, Cheese and Dash were fighting for second spot.
Did
Now you
Bergie
look at
pit
it, Dash
yet?
is Bergie. Yes, Bergie pitted about I believe 7 or 8 laps ago. He was the first. He pitted as soon as the pit window opened to make it on one stop. So I believe he's got a little bit older tires than these guys around him.
Well, as you can see, it did benefit him. He's up in 3rd.
He was kind of there already as it was.
Yeah, he was running like just inside the top 5, I believe, when he pitted. So we'll see. We'll see how much these laps on these tires are going to hurt him. But I believe he's going to get bypassed.
Jardy. Yep.
Yeah.
Jardy passing him now, going into 1. Next 2 cars after them is Keith and the 9 of Cheese.
Yeah, Kyle, you were definitely right. Cheese, prior to those pit stops, sitting there fighting for second. Now he's sitting here trying to hang on to 5th.
The Samster wrecked again.
Jade got loose off of turn 4 again. Almost went to those barrels down at pit road.
And, like I said on this race, I feel like Dasher Cash might have a shot at a championship because of last season, but, I'm really happy I didn't count Secure the Perks out because I knew he had speed from the moment I saw him in qualifying, and, he's proven it out here on the track. He's definitely my pick to win the championship.
I will say though, Cheese and Keith catching back up to Bergie here, which is also helping him catch back up to Jardy. Ooh, Keith, a little loose on entry of 3.
Oh, let's bring out the caution.
Still green.
Looks like the caution is out. No.
Nope,
We are
still green.
still green.
Okay. What? No, it was I just got loose. I was given the spot back. I bumped him, but he's pitting, so. We got
That's weird
loose
that the
together,
one
I don't
coming
know.
into pits.
I came in down into him. I'm gonna let the leaders go.
As we hear, the 53 is going to go ahead and
Jeez.
take the lap down
No
here.
need.
As we're still hearing frustration from the 9 camp. hard on the back of the back of the 9.
Hey Jade, is it possible to get a lap count?
Yeah, I'll just do next time by.
Okay. I know it'll be different because you're a lap down. Just give me what it says for you, and I'll just do the quick calculation.
I gotta say, we got a very nice little 3-car battle here between
23.
Bert.
23. So 22 left with the leaders.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's including the lap I'm down.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I believe in about 2 laps or so, the fuel window is going to open back up, and I believe we'll see, most likely we'll see that 12 pitting, because he was the first one to pit on this pit cycle, so I think about 2 or 3.
Do you think he'll be the only one, though?
That I don't know.
Or do you think other people are going to try to switch it up to maybe catch Secure?
I mean, I personally believe that's their only shot. I believe they would have to pit early and hope that he stretches it for a while. Otherwise, I mean, just on raw speed, they are not going to catch him. The 19 is too strong and he's too far out in front.
So see Sam going into pits.
So honestly, if I was Dash right now, I would strongly consider pitting here in the next probably 2 laps or so. Get those fresh tires on there, take advantage of them, and let it eat.
Yeah, with 21 to go, so there's about 22 in the tank. You know, they're getting ready to pit here in the next few laps. Or do you think they're gonna drive these tires off the car and maybe have a little bit more tire to work with in the final pit stop? Do you think that could also be a possibility?
Yeah, there's going to be a trade-off regardless. I mean, if you want fresher tires at the end, then yeah, run this thing dry on this run. But if you want to try to make up ground on the short run, then I would pit now.
Yeah, what do you think is more important, making ground in the long run or the short run?
Honestly, I believe if they run this all the way out, there's only going to be about 10 laps to go when they pit. So I would try and make up the ground now myself. I would pit now and hope there's no caution and try and make up as much ground as you can before they pit. Because the way everything's spread out right now outside of a couple cars, I don't see much chance of a caution right now. So
yeah. I believe there is 19 to go, so.
Honestly, I do believe Dash might be starting to close in just a little bit on Secure.
Just to update, the one of Keith did pit just now.
Okay.
The 9's looking to make a move on here on Jardy for P3.
That's teammates.
Oh, you hear that, Matt? In chat here, we're saying that, I don't know what he's talking about exactly, but,
Go ahead, Allensville.
But Goose did say something I've learned from Matt. Or from Parky. I don't exactly know what he's talking about, but probably something you did say.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's got to do. I'm assuming that's got to do with the alternate pit strategies.
Do the opposite,
Yeah.
because he's probably bullshitting.
Oh, he said whatever he recommends, do the opposite because he's probably bullshitting.
Wow.
Oh, my bad, my language.
18,
My bad.
39, and the 9 all in pit road now.
Here we
the
go.
53 of
Wow,
Jade
Goose.
as well.
They are pitting without perks, so will this be an advantage for Dash for Cash, who Matt thinks has been catching? Do you think he'll pit this time by now? Do you think
If Secure is smart, he will be pitting within the next couple laps.
You got Casey here laughing at what Goose said, but Goose also said he loves you, Matt. You see Secure the Perks is still out here running. You think he'll lose ground because of this, Matt?
Oh, he's definitely going to lose ground, but I think
He'll have
like we said,
fresher tires.
it's going to be a trade-off. He's going to have fresher tires at the end of the race, and
Yeah.
with the gap that he had before pit stops, I don't think he's terribly worried about it.
It looks like he's pitting this time. Yep,
Here he
comes. No speeding penalty.
Yeah, that's the big thing. This is the money stop. You cannot afford to have any sort of mistake on pit road.
Yep, no Scott Dixon.
Casey says run it dry and get ready for a short run, boys.
Gotta say, we got
it's
three
definitely going to
cars
be
under a
interesting to see
blanket
the
right
gap
now.
between the 19 and the rest of the field here.
Let's see if
We got three
Dash can
cars
catch
under
him.
a blanket with Jardy, Cheese, and Bergie, as well as the lap
19
car of
coming out of
Samster.
pits.
19's coming out of pits. I think he's got a hell of a lead against the 18.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
one's
see.
not even close.
The first car I see is the 20. Yep, it's going to be nowhere near close for them.
But are we really surprised? D for C running 1, 2, 3.
Here's the 20.
Oh, 20 hadn't pitted yet, I don't think.
Nope, and he's pitting now.
20's in the pits now. So that'll give the 39 back third place with the 9 right on his butt.
So yeah, you look at the gap now from the 19 to the 18.
Yeah,
It's gonna take a caution to catch him.
Yep.
I mean, he has, I believe, about a straightaway lead.
Oh, he easily has more than that.
Yep. Secure is going into turn 1 as Dash is coming off turn 4. So
I'm not sure how many laps are left, but
I want to say about 12.
say 12.
Jade, can we get a lap count when you get to the line?
Yeah, I'll get you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep, as Goose is saying in chat here, that was a fast pit stop for Secure. He may have taken 2 tires.
11.
11. Maybe even none. Wow. Nah, definitely 2 tires, because you can't go with none here.
And that was definitely either 2 tires pit stop, or it was, may have been just in the fuel as well. Maybe not the whole 2 tanks, maybe just 1.5 here to get to the end.
Or perhaps was Dash just playing it super conservative, getting to pit road and hoping not to speed, and that might have lost him some time.
Possibly.
Well, I don't know, Perks did have a pretty fast pit stop there.
Got 9 laps to go here. Homestead, Miami. Nine laps in the season. And don't forget, guys, it's not over till it's over. Anything could happen.
Oh, especially seeing Alvin get really, really loose off turn 2 this last lap. I thought he was going to pile it into the inside wall.
The only thing now that will ruin this race for Perks is going to be that caution. He would love to see this stay green.
Yeah, he's hoping.
And even if it does caution came out, you remember a caution did also come out a while ago.
Yeah, caution
and he
did come
pulled
out,
away
towards the end of. Yeah, did towards the end of stage 2, I believe.
But here's the real question: do you take tires on the pit stop or no? I remember last week I did take no tires at Bristol, and in my opinion, it gained me ground. but it's
100%
also
I
a
would-
shorter track.
I would take tires because this track is too big and too wide. You cannot
Yeah.
hold off. You cannot hold those guys off.
You know, tire slides are very common on older tires.
I will say Dash might have his hands full at the end of this race with these two Rogers Racing Engine cars.
Looks like he's also catching Secure. 6 to go, guys.
It's just a little. I'm pretty sure Secure's just backed off a little bit, just kind of,
He's just kind of cruising, hoping for no mistakes. He's just worried about taking care of his stuff and being smooth.
Yeah, definitely no reason to push it here. Get loose off a corner, completely wreck yourself. Just take it easy, ride the race to the end, and take the
Ooh, the 9 hits the apron. 5 to go here. Would this be Perk's first championship here in the sport?
I believe so.
It'd be first WRL Championship. It'd be a Cinderella story to get here.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
exactly like I said. I mean, he was in a must-win situation last week. He went out and dominated that race. Now he comes in, I'm sure, as feeling like the underdog coming into this race. And
Chase Elliott's story.
I agree 100%.
I'm hoping to make that come true too. Four laps to go here. Will Jardy make a move on Dash for Cash Racing for second place?
Well, he's definitely there. I hate to say it, but they're pretty much fighting for the first loser spot right now. Oh, Dash got loose again. It's
3
been a thing
laps
with
to
him all
go.
night, coming off the corners. Here comes Jardy.
They make
He's gonna hang on that
contact.
quarter panel.
Oh, he gets loose. Two laps to go here for the Scared of Perks. He knows once this lap is done, this race is official.
He's trying to make it back around as quick as he can to see that white flag because he knows after that, next flag ends it.
Jardy, a little loose off the corner, slides up. That'll give space for Dash.
Oh, Jardy on the wall.
Jardy's trying to do anything he can to get second place here.
And
Here
this
we go,
race
boys.
is
White
official.
flag.
Dash slides up the track. Jardy can't close the ground. The 9 very loose off of 4 there. Gathers it back up and then
Secure the Perks at a turn 2.
I gotta say, guys, coming into this race, I would not have expected this. Absolute domination.
Yup, and out of turn 4. Secure the Perks will win his first WRL Cup title. Wow. Dominating every single stage here. This is an
Dash for
impressive
Cash
run.
second.
Dash
Jardy for
second,
third.
Jardy third.
Dash for
Cheesehead,
Cash
Fraser
Racer for
fourth
another
contender.
championship. You know, I told you guys not to count him out. Here he is in victory lane.
Alright, Jade, you know the drill. Get him in here.
You see, I saw something in him since qualifying.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially with them D4C Toyotas, they tend to qualify very well, and a lot of times that translates decently over to race day. But I did not expect that level of speed out of him. I mean, that was, like I said, just pure domination all race.
Oh yeah, for sure. As we have our third and second place joining, we'll go ahead and start with third here. Jardy, man, hard fought race. held back a lot of the race, got up there with a late caution in stage 2, battling hard. Just that 19 was super fast, man. How was it?
Yeah, he was really good. He was unbeatable, and congratulations to him. I just especially after leading the points for the majority of the season. I don't know, just this format's just, I don't know. I'm glad we're going to a different format because I don't like this format too much. I don't know how you base your championship off of just the fate of one race. But it's tough. But congratulations to Perks.
Yeah, man, we, like I said, definitely saw you hanging back there at the beginning of the race. Was that all strategy, you know, trying to just save your equipment till the end of the race, or did you just not have it there at the beginning?
No, the car was just that bad, and you know, I couldn't keep up at first, and then stage 2 is the same thing until that caution came out. Then made an adjustment and it worked, and I kept the car the same going into stage 3, and it was too loose. Before that, it was too tight, and I couldn't keep up with them.
Well, good race there, Jordy.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely hard fought all day. Congratulations to third, and just even being in the championship 4. I know a lot of people don't get to do that, so
Yeah, it takes a lot of talent.
yeah. As we'll go ahead and jump to our 4th place in the championship here. Ethan, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Man, definitely hard fought all night. That 19 was strong, man. What were you trying to do to get up there to battle for this championship?
To run second? No, I don't know. Yeah, quick. He was pretty quick, so nothing I could do, and nothing everybody else could do. So that was it. I mean, I kind of screwed myself not stopping on the one lap, but so what?
Yeah.
We had a pretty good season, so thanks for Jardy for, like, again, taking a chance on somebody who people didn't like, but got fourth, so whatever.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, not everyone gets a chance to fight for this championship under this format. So, you know, still congratulations for even making it to this point. I know that's a big deal for a lot of people, so.
Yeah, it's like a mini season in itself, so if you make it to the championship 4, you're pretty good, so unless you know how to play the system really well. But gotta thank Jardy, gotta thank all the 39 guys, and everybody at the shop. So thanks to those guys, and come back next year if we have one or whatever's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we go to 2nd place here. Dash, man, heck of a race.
Say the least, I guess. I don't know.
Yep, brought a lot of great cars out tonight here at Homestead.
Yeah.
Did you try to save the best equipment for yourself, or did you say, here, Perks, go ahead and have it?
You know, I tried to give both equal equipment. It's just what the driver can do with the car, and he did the most with the equipment that he was given. Just a great race all around from him. I faced a lot of struggles, I'm going to be honest. The car was really loose. I had to make some changes, and it got better. I made some good changes finally. But I guess I can't really do much other than say we went back to back, and I got first, or I got second, and he got first. You know, it's really good, really good for the team. You know, obviously I'd like to win it for myself, but I already did that last season, and it's nice to finally see one of my drivers do it. Somebody that I brought in this season, and immediately go out with equipment, top tier equipment, and win the race again. He won it last year too. So, but you know, I didn't have the best car. I just made do with what track I was given, and came out second.
Yeah, we saw a lot of hard battles between you and definitely Cheese and Jardy there, for a second throughout the whole race, really. Um, what was it like, battling, just knowing, like, hey, this could be the spot for me to hold if...
I was behind the 19 at all costs if he was ever going to be in front of me in the lead or in that first spot in the championship if somebody else was in the lead. It's just I wanted to battle as hard as I could. I didn't want to wreck anybody or make any like bad relationships in the final race before we race again in January. I just wanted to make sure that I was in somewhat contention for it, and that's what I did. And in the end, he took 2. So.
Well.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to a great race, and go ahead.
Yeah. You've been up and down all race tonight. Obviously, you've had a lot of great battles. Just coming up short. How did the track feel tonight? What did the track, have to offer to you? How did you feel on it?
I think we all can attest to the bumps after turn 2. That really sucked. I dealt with that all race.
We
trying to position myself coming off of 2, either on the high line or on the bottom lane, to where I didn't have to hit those and where I could just drive out of those and not have to worry about getting cut left. Either like in front of somebody, wrecking somebody, or wrecking myself. I had some really challenging saves throughout the race. I'm sure you guys saw a couple of those.
Yeah.
I was definitely headed for the inside wall a couple times in the first and second stage. But the track, I personally like the track. It's a driver's track. You gotta really know how to race it specifically. It's not like any other mile and a half. So.
Yeah, I've seen you get loose many times out of turn 2, and it takes a really good driver to save a car. And great run tonight. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you very much.
And now to our winner, number 19, secure the purse, our championship contender, the championship winner. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. That was a long race. I just couldn't wait for it to end, and I was hoping that it would end the way it did. So I'm glad it did. Ready to take a break now. Got an off season. Gonna get ready for the other series that's coming up, and then also gonna wait for that next Cup series to come around. See what the future is there with that. So glad that I had a great season with these guys and enjoyed it really.
Yeah, we saw you come out with a dominant performance tonight here at Homestead, but really it all started back at Martinsville, where you had a dominant performance there. Going into these last few races, what was your mindset to try to get to this point?
Well, having to miss 2 races in the last round, I knew what I had to do going into Martinsville, so I just full focus on doing just that, which is winning. Stages really didn't matter to me. It was just winning the race, leading that final lap, coming to the checker. So, that's what I had to do at Martinsville. And then coming here, I really wanted a championship bad, Unfortunately, last season, I won the race, but I wasn't in the championship 4. So, to come here now and be in the championship 4 and win the race again, it's amazing. And also, I'd like to thank Dash for giving me the opportunity to drive for his team. I enjoyed it. Got D4C a championship now. So
yes, sir.
There's that.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, you looked very quick on the track tonight. And exactly what did you do to be so much faster? And what do you think gave you such an amazing lead on every other contender tonight?
Well, after the first pit stop, I didn't really adjust the car. I just kept it the same. And then, after the end of the stage in stage 1, I tried something with the tape there, and I brought it down. Actually, I brought it down to like 10, and
Wow.
it just was helping me through the turns a lot. I was slowing the straights, but like through the corners, I had so much grip, and I was just able to just drive through the corners way better than everybody else. So that really helped a lot, and I mean, I feel like that was it at least. A little bit of wedge adjustments here and there to tighten the car. Like, and at the end of the race, whenever I was on 2 tires, raised the wedge a little bit so that way I wouldn't be too loose. And then at the little 2-lap shootout that we had at the end of stage 2, I lowered it, so the wedge was really all over. It was just the tape stayed the same, and after that, it felt crazy. I don't know.
That's amazing,
Yeah,
man.
I was actually about to ask about that. We saw you take that really short pit stop there in stage 3, which you just answered for us. It was the 2-tire stop. What was your decision in that process? With the lead that you had.
Well, it was pressure because dominating the race. I didn't know if anybody was gonna take 4 like they did, and or take 2 even, and then undercut me. So within after they pitted, I stayed out an extra lap, and I was just sitting there thinking about my options. So I was like, you know what? If it loses me this championship, I lose it. It's my fault. So I came down there, I threw 2 on, and I raised the wedge a little bit, and it was just perfect on the 2. It just felt like it was 4 freshies, really.
Oh, for sure. But definitely you ran a great race tonight. Like I said, dominated the whole race. Just untouchable by anybody. I'm sure you felt like Superman out there on the track there. But congratulations, championship winner.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anybody else with any comments for him?
Yeah, just congratulations. I had you picked. I had you picked since qualifying. I seen how quick you were in qualifying. When they asked me who I thought was gonna win, it was either you or Dash, and obviously you just dominated this race. Just big congratulations, and enjoy the celebration.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I sure will with the team.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to celebrate with myself. I'm going to celebrate with the team, Give me a good car. Give me a chance on the team, so they deserve to celebrate too.
Congratulations.
Gave you a good car.
Well, okay. It was an even car between both of us. So we both had good cars. It was just like I said, it was a driver. So it's a driver's track. You just got to get in that rhythm. Like you said as well, out of turn 2, it's kind of crazy the way you slide around. So just got to hold a steady wheel and try and make it out of there alive.
Sir.
Yep. I want to take it now to our 3 team owners here with us now, Jade, Steve, and Dash. Looking at the whole season here, obviously it was a huge success for all 3 of you, being around through the playoffs, and especially for, Dash and Steve here battling it out in the Championship 4. Are y'all happy with what, went on this season?
Yeah, I'm super happy about the season. Great racing every week. I'm happy with my guys. My guys did a great job all season, so I have no complaints. And I just want to thank everybody that takes part in this league. From the cup drivers to the bus drivers. I just want to thank you all. Appreciate seeing you guys every week come in here and battle and be respectful to one another, and it makes it really fun to watch. It really does. And I want to thank you.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. It just means a lot to have you sponsoring our Cup Series, first of all. I want to thank you for being able to put us on this platform, something that a lot of us have never been able to experience before. And being able to have us have the publicity that we do in this league, and get the amount of viewers and subscribers that we have for something that not a lot of people are interested in. But No, it's just a really good season. Obviously for me, it was very exciting to battle your drivers, your two drivers that made it into the Final Four, and battle everybody all season. It was very competitive. A lot of different guys won. Just a good season overall. And now we'll look to Xfinity and trucks coming soon.
Yep.
You know, Dave, thank you as always. You know,
you're welcome, man.
you just finished, man.
I
You
enjoy
just-
it.
You just finished your 3rd season as a sponsor here, WRL. You know, I'm humbled and, you know, always happy to have you come back. And I hope you're coming back again.
Oh, I am coming back.
All right.
Yep.
That being said, and go
Truck
ahead.
series, the same rules. You know, top 3 trophies.
Okay.
Throw some stuff out here and there. So
Sounds good.
yeah, we'll do it.
Sounds good. Well, that's gonna excite everybody. I do want to take a second to touch on the questions you guys asked about team aspect and then overall league aspect. I'll start with the team aspect of it. For Fatal, you know, when you go from having all 4 cars make it into the playoffs and all 4 cars make it to the round of 8, we knew that a few of us weren't going to make it, but have Fatal completely knocked out of the round of 8, and none of us to go battle for Championship 4 was real tough. And I'm proud of my Fatal boys, what they did. I mean, we did bring home Constructor for the 3rd season in a row, and that takes a team. Enough. I didn't push them enough to be the best that they could possibly be when they needed to be. And that's something I take personally, because Fatal is all about development. We're developing our drivers and building champions. And this season we didn't do that. And, you know, we're going back to the drawing board here in the off season. We're going to get ready to run some trucks, run some bush. I am so happy I don't have to step foot in a cup car for 6 months.
Yeah, I think we all, I think we
I
all
am
are.
done.
I think we all are, dude. I think we're all done.
As a driver, you know, conversations like these are hard to have because I'm down on myself because I had another horrible night. Nothing went right, and it's whatever, you know. But as a league owner, I love it. I love that we have 10 different guys battling for 3 championships. I love the fact that you have guys that show up, that are putting practices up, and are consistently trying to get better. When you look at the Busch Series this season, the first 5 out of 6 races went to Hurlbut Motorsports. Then all of a sudden, Critical Role showed up at the front. You had the Fatal guys that came up and showed up at Darlington, finished 1-2 there. You have all these different guys that put in the effort, that put in the work to be the best that they could be. As a league owner, and taking a step back and looking at all this, it makes me so proud of every single person that is in our Discord, that is in our races, that run, whether you run 1 race a week or you run 6 races a week. I'm very proud of each and every one of you guys. Everyone who has stepped up this season to help the Truck Series, help the Busch Series, help the Cup Series, Triple S, F1, Gran Turismo. Everybody that has stepped up to make this league a better place for everyone to compete and have a good time. So, to all of the admins, to all of the drivers, to all the people that watch our streams. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate every single one of you.
We all thank you.
Yep.
Yep, for sure
Yeah,
do.
thank you, Jade, for sure, man.
Yeah, like I've said time and time again, you know, Jade, if it wasn't for, you know, you and the rest of the league and accepting us from Fired Up into, you know, the family, as I'm going to call it, you know, it's been amazing. It's been one heck of a journey through these past few months, and I'm ready to sit down, have a great race at Darlington this Saturday, and then get ready for a new season starting the 9th and 10th of August.
Well, me personally, I got one more race before Darlington on Saturday, and I get to go drive I get to drive my favorite series, F1. I'm horrible at it, but I love it, and that's just where I'm at. I love the grind that F1 has to give, so I'm gonna go hop on a plane and go head over to Hungary. So
Yep. I can't wait to race there tomorrow.
It's
It's definitely a tricky track and fun to compete.
my famous pass on Anthony Trippi last season. I made medium tires last 29 laps.
Wow. How?
Yep, they were screaming.
Did you win?
Yeah, I made him last 29 laps, and I held off Anthony Trippi, Jimmy Best, until I had to come in and pit. So, I had a good time. I hate Hungary, but I love running it. So, it'll be a good time tomorrow night.
Yup, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be there watching.
But, well, if you guys are good, that's all I got.
Yup.
Yeah. Again, tomorrow, Thursday night, F1 at Hungary. Saturday night, trucks at Darlington.
Can't wait to run for a championship. You know what's funny?
Championship
We've got three of the
we do
drivers
have-
in here.
Yep. I guess we can go ahead and throw it out there. Kyle, you know, going into Saturday, what do you have going for you? What do you expect out of the track?
Honestly, I've got a few secrets there that I know that I could push out on Friday. You know, there's a little game I like to play on track with a few of my guys, and I'm definitely going to make sure that's locked into my head. I know that I need to be quick because that is a momentum track. And I'm so happy to be able to practice with Grant and Matt, and you know, I cannot thank Matt any more than what I have, man, because he's made me an incredible driver. I've got to thank him for making me win Bristol last week, and I don't think I'd be able to have a chance at running for a championship if it wasn't for Matt. And you know, coming into this first truck season, I've gotten quite the wins, and I'm happy to even have a shot at running for another championship. You know, it's something that's been hard for me to do, is drive and be consistent, but lately I've been able to drive some pretty quick cars, you know, for Amped Up Motorsports. Can't wait to be able to race with my favorite people next year as well. I cannot wait for Saturday night as well. It's just, I hope to be able to win a championship. I really hope I do. And I feel like I'm able to win. I feel like I'm able to drive that track thanks to Matt, and I feel like I'm able, I feel like I have what it takes if I have the right mindset on Saturday night.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and back that up as well. You know, Matt, he definitely said, you know, gave you your praises. I just also want to say thank you. If it hadn't been for, you know, one of the few guys reaching out to me and Kyle, you know, it definitely probably wouldn't have been as smooth as what it was, with everything going on in the background of, you know, who's helping us here, who's helping us do this, who's helping do that, you know. And plus, you know, on the side of that, you have a lot of other great guys in the league, you know, that you help as well. Plus, you also help the Queen, Taylor, you know, run a GTS a little bit. You help Jade do this and that on the side. You do a lot, man, for this league, and just want to say thank you.
God, you guys are giving me a lot more credit than I feel I deserve.
No, you deserve all of it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
you really
saying it
do.
if you didn't.
And then also,
I just
going
do.
into
I just do what I know how to do.
well, same thing like I asked him, Matt. Going in on Saturday, what do you feel like you got? What do you feel like you've got to do? How do you think the track's going to react to the trucks out there, especially during the daytime?
Well, the one thing I know is, Kyle said that I've helped him a lot, and I know he's really confident coming into this race. But even then, for as much as I have helped him, for as much as I have helped you, for as much as I have helped, all the guys that I have, get to this point, there's still some tricks I have up my sleeve. And Darlington, no joke, Darlington is one of my best and favoriteest tracks. So I believe it's going to be all about getting aggressive, and you got to attack that track. You got to ride right up next to that wall all the way through 1 and 2. And if you don't, you're going to lose time. And it's such a fine line that it does not take much to step over that line. And so it's going to be about being mistake-free, trying to keep the tires on it as long as you can, and at the same time keeping it out of the wall. But, I mean, we all know Darlington is probably one of the most tricky tracks on the schedule. And whoever wins that title on Saturday, they're definitely going to have to earn it.
I agree, Matt. And you know what, dude? I just want to say, let's just enjoy our last race against each other before we get to be a team. I can't wait to have you driving for Amped Up, buddy. Glad you decided to join.
All I'm going to say is, Grant.
Yep.
I got to remember to wipe Kyle's memory of that game on Friday, so he don't stand a chance on Saturday.
10-4. I will keep that in mind for you, buddy.
But, yeah, I mean, I could not have asked for a better group of guys to fight with for a championship. Much like last night, I mean, that was a great battle last night, and I'm looking forward to another great battle with Kyle and, with Jade and with Jardy. Because, I mean, I've had a blast racing with them guys all season, and it's going to be great to fight with three of the best that this league has to offer, in just about any series. And so I'm just glad I get to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to be interesting to watch. Jade, what's your mindset going into Saturday?
Well, with that, I just have to run my race. Darlington, I love racing Darlington. I love the way it drives. I love the way I drive it. It's been a while since I've been in a truck there, so it's going to be a little interesting to see how that goes for me. But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited that this season I still get to go battle for a championship in some sort of way, no matter the series. But man, I'm just excited.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've seen a lot of changes coming to the truck series here, just within the past couple of weeks. And I know going forward into the off season, there's still going to be a lot more changes. Are you excited for those changes? Are you a little bit worried for those changes?
Oh, I'm excited. The last time we did a chase format, I was a champion, so let's just put it that way.
Wait, Jade, which series are you running next season?
Next season, I am running trucks.
Oh, good. I don't have to battle with him.
So, although you might be seeing me because I am the reserve driver for Fatal.
Same here.
The Busch series. So
you might see you in trucks.
There might be a few races. I come bother you for a little bit.
Oh, Jade wants to come play.
I do want to come play. Listen, I'll come play with you Saturday night.
To the game.
That does not sound good.
We might have to introduce Jade to the game.
Yep, we might have to.
No. We keep that between us.
Nah, listen. If you're gonna talk about it, you're gonna promote it, then you better be willing to share, dog. I'll tell you. I'll tell
Maybe
you tomorrow
not on
exactly what I'm
stream.
gonna run.
Maybe not on stream.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The name is not too pleasant.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
But all right, boys, we're gonna quit rambling here because I do gotta talk to Goose before the night is up.
Yep. Just want to say hi, Goose. How you doing, bud?
Hey, nice to see you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a pretty good race. It wasn't exciting as Xfinity, but
no,
it was a good race.
I agree. I thought the Xfinity race was a lot more exciting.
Well, when one guy just runs away with it, it's like, okay, well, where's the battle? Where's the battle on the track?
Yeah.
Second, third.
Yep. Well, thanks for us in the booth there, Goose.
I didn't mean to. I was just kind of waiting for you to be available.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Hey, you're still getting airtime, so.
Yep.
Didn't mean
yeah.
to.
Go ahead, Goose.
No,
he just wants this to be over.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't. I didn't.
So thank you everyone for coming out and joining in on the stream. Want to say thanks for Steve joining in on the booth, Jade for being the interracial border, Kyle, thank you for joining me as well. You know, I know it was a last minute change of what we were doing, but still, thank you for being here, Matt. Also, thank you. Great season. Jade, do you want to send it out for us?
That being said, 2 out of the 3 NASCAR series are done for the spring.
Yep.